does that say?
Screen record is accessing your screen.
It has accessed my screen and system audio. 1,374,000. Is that what that said? Times in the last 90 days? That was weird. I've never seen that before. Okay. I don't know if that's what it said. On this one, number 1, it says BCDE is congruent to OPQR. It tells you that for a reason. The order of the letters matters. So it says BE is congruent to what?
OD.
So B and E, it's the first and the last letter. So this one's.
Sorry, I thought B and D was B and C.
Wait, do I have the same one as y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay.
I just remember what mine.
Okay, so it is OR. Is everybody good with that? Okay. OR. And I would write it just like the BE. I'd put the little line over it.
Is that on there?
Yes. Yes, it is. Just whatever order it's in, look, just because this one's the first and the last letter, tomorrow's could be the second and third letter, right? So just go in the same order. Okay. This tells me that the two triangles are congruent. That means they are, what's another word for congruent? Equal. So it tells me what QS is, and it tells me what TV is. So what am I going to do with those two things? I'm going to set them equal. And then I'm going to find not X, well I am, or V, but then I'm going to find their what? Lengths. So I'm going to, on a separate sheet of paper, you have this written down on your paper. So
Is it going to go over all the questions or just the ones on the stuff?
probably just the ones on the test. 3V plus 2 equals 7V minus 6. Is everybody okay with me putting those equal? Then what do I do to solve? Yep, we're going to move our, I would move the 3V. You can move the 7 if you want, but I'm going to move the 3. I'll subtract it over. So 2 equals 4V minus 6. Then what? Add 6. And you get 8 equals 4V. Then what? Divide by 4. And you get V equals 2, which is not your answer. That is an answer on there, so be careful. Some of y'all are going to see that tomorrow and be like, oh, it's 2. It didn't ask for V. What does it want? It wants the lengths of them. So plug it in to either one. It doesn't matter. I'll do this one. 3 times 2 plus 2. What do I get? 8. Your answer is 8. Does everybody understand that? Yes? Okay. Then the next one. Do y'all need a second? Maybe? I see writing. Okay. Number 3 is on there. Yay! But just don't, read it. No, don't read it. Read it. Don't get stuck on what this one asks for. If this one's asking for D, please know tomorrow it could ask for C. Okay? So don't just think, oh, it's this one. This one is 59 degrees. Did y'all get 59? Okay. If for some reason it asked for E, what is E? 90. What is C? 8. Okay? I'm not going to go through all of them, but it's just they're congruent, so just keep looking where it's at and figure it out. Okay, number 4 is going to be on there. The whole page, this whole page. So this is a proof. What I would do is I would mark on here. So it tells me the two given statements. Of course it does the given part. RS is congruent to UT. RT is congruent to US. Why is ST congruent to itself? Reflexive property. See, y'all know that. Reflexive property. So I'm going to write it right here, and then I'll pick my answer. Reflexive property. Okay. And then, let me mark that. Why are the two triangles congruent? Side, side, side. So if you marked on them, it's much easier to see why they are congruent. And that is C. Did y'all get C for that one?
How did you get side, side, side?
Well, because this side is congruent, this side is congruent, and then the third side is congruent. There is not one angle listed. Not one angle. Do you see that? Because when they did the reflexive property, that was the third side.
Okay.
My heat is not on, I promise.
It's okay. I'm
Okay.
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 I think it feels good.
I think it feels good too. I know that vent is shut, so we shouldn't be getting too much of that. It will get stuffy in here pretty quick. Okay, let's keep moving. Whole first page. Y'all feel confident in those? Yeah? All right, let me see what we have next. Number 5. This one's not bad, but I promise I always have somebody that misses this one. It makes me mad. It's just because they didn't pay attention. Name the angle included by those two sides. What does that mean? Think of the word in between. If you hate that word included, okay, then it's just the one in between. But I mean, it's like if you were included in a group, that means you're in that group. What angle is in PN? Let's draw PN and NM. What's the angle, y'all? N. There's only one angle right there. Angle N. That's it. Does everybody get that? What letter is in both of those? N. Remember, a side has 2 letters, an angle has 1. Sometimes we have to use 3 letters to name it though. But we're just looking for the one that's the same. Are we good with that? Yes. Y'all better not get that one wrong. Okay, my next one is, hold on, this takes me a minute. Do I have that one? Hold on.
How many are on this?
25. But I'm not seeing. Oh, it's just like. That's number 11. All right, I've got 1, 2, 3. I got to see which ones they're like. It kind of changes up the picture, so none of these are the exact same, okay? It reminds me of number 7. This one does. It is. It's just like number 7, but they may have changed the picture or the markings a little bit, okay? It's not the exact same problem. All right, they may have given you a different side or a different angle. Are the triangles congruent? Justify your answer. That's going to be like one of those things over there. So what is triangle ABC? It does match this problem. It's just a little bit different information. So I would highlight triangle ABC. Like maybe just take like a little color pencil so I know, okay, I'm talking about that triangle. And what's the other triangle? AED. That's that triangle. So what do I know that's the same on these?
The basic or
So,
the side?
I know this side. What else do I know? I know this side. What else do I know?
The angles.
I do know that angles, but angle side's not a thing. Do I know the other side? What are they? 7. They're the same, right? If that one's 7 and that one's 7, they're the exact same. So I could mark it like this. So how do I know that they're congruent?
Side, side, side.
Yeah, so you would put yes, side, side, side. And marking it like that or whatever, that's also showing your work. So both of those things, don't put just yes, that's half credit. The other thing is putting Y. Everybody good with that one?
How'd you get the other markings?
What, the third?
This one.
Well, I just did that because if this is 7 and this is 7, what does that mean? That they are congruent. So I just marked them congruent. Like, they could have done that with an angle. They could have said, this angle is 33 and this angle is 33. What does that mean? that those angles are congruent, and then hey, I would have side angle side. Okay, that's another way to look at it. So it just depends on what they give you tomorrow. All right, the next one. It's our first 6 problems. Let's see what else I have. I think it's like number 8, and then I'm just trying not to skip anything. Okay, like number 8 and then number 9. The pictures may change a tiny bit. So it says, name the theorem or postulate that lets you immediately conclude that these 2 triangles are congruent. Immediately. So what can you tell? You can tell an angle. You can tell an angle. What else do we automatically know? Reflexive property. Yeah. So that's an immediate thing. I can tell that these 2 angles are the same, and that is reflexive property. I know it's a 90-degree angle, but that is not hypotenuse leg. It's not even listed. So look, what do we know? This is called angle, angle, side. Does everybody see that? It's angle, angle, side. It's that one. So just look at what they give you tomorrow. It's the same picture. They may give you different information. They may mark different things, and you just have to figure out which one it is, okay? And then we have one like number 9. They just changed the picture a little bit. Can you use side angle side, the angle angle side theorem, or both to prove these triangles congruent? So what do I know? I have vertical angles. I'm trying to look at tomorrow's. It's basically the same thing. Vertical angles. So I'm going to mark, and what is that one? That is angle side angle, but I'm wondering if it's supposed to be the third angle theorem. I'm thinking I would put, let me see what their answer is. I would put angle, angle, side. I would put C. Let's see for number 9. Yes. Yeah, 9 is C. That's what they get to. Okay, so it looks like I have angle, side angle, and they don't list that one. But what's that rule that you learned? When you know 2 angles, you actually know the third. It's called the third angle theorem. So let me go ahead and mark it. So, is that angle, angle, side? It is. Angle, angle, side is one of them listed. You can prove that. If you know 2 angles, you really know the third angle as well. Okay? Make sure you mark on your paper so I can see your work on these. That one includes the third angle theorem. All right. That's that page. Let me see. Bless you. The next one is number 11. And it's multiple choice just like this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark everything really quick. They say A and D are congruent. There we go. And AC and DC are congruent. There we go. And then they tell me what else? That the vertical angles are congruent. So I'm marking that. Why are the triangles congruent? Angle, side angle. Angle, side angle. Do y'all see it? So I would put angle, side angle. So I have already eliminated 2 answers. So it's either A or C. I didn't need to cross that out. I meant to underline it. Okay, so it's either angle, side angle on A or C. Then if you know the triangles are congruent, what's it called when you know the pieces are? Which one is it? Substitution or corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent?
CPCT.
Which one of those is CPCTC? C. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. That's the CPCTC. Does everybody know that? Corresponding parts A congruent triangle, it's just the letters. So it's C, your answer is C. Once you prove the triangles are congruent, you know that the parts are congruent. Are we okay with number 11? It's just like it, y'all, just like it. And then number 12. Do y'all need a second to write that down? We're okay? All right, number 12. What's the value of x? So what's important here is it's telling me that these two sides are the same. If the two sides are the same, then what do you know about the bottom angles? They're the same. That's what's important here. So I need to take this away from 180. What is 180? That's the only thing I know inside there. 180 minus 38 is what? 142. So I know that these two angles left over are split into 142. So what is 142 divided by 2? 71. So your answer is 71. Does everybody understand that? You'll take away the one angle you do know, and then the other two are equal. So just split what's left over. Was that one easy? Did y'all have that one? Y'all knew it? Okay. Let's see what's next. Oh, this is similar. Number 13. Move that up. This time you know 74. We're looking for this top angle. Well, if this is 74, what's this one? 74. This time I know two of the angles. So what do I do? To find my last one, I'll just take 180 and subtract both of them, right? In my calculator. What is 180 minus both of those angles?
148.
So those were 148. So 180 minus 148, what's that going to be? 32. There we go. So the angle left over is 32 degrees. Is everybody good with that? Yep? Okay. All right, let's see if number 14 is on there. Yes. Okay, it says the legs of an isosceles triangle have these two lengths, and then they give you the base length. All right, what do you know about the legs of an isosceles triangle? They're equal. So guess what I'm going to write? Those two legs are equal. So I'm going to take these two legs and put them equal. You have to know what it means to be isosceles triangle. Then what do? I'm going to solve for x. It's not my answer, but I can use it. So I'm going to move my 2x. And we get x minus 3 equals 2. Then what? Add 3. And what does x equal? 5. Now, not my answer. It's listed. Does it say to find x? No. It says what is the length of the base. Which one of those is the base? Read your problem. That is the base. So where do you plug the x in? That. So it's 2 times 5 minus 3. What is 2 times 5 minus 3? 7. That's going to be 10 minus 3, which is 7. Your answer is C. Did y'all get that one? Okay, so that has a lot of parts. Setting equals solving, and then you plug it into the whole other thing. Okay. Can I erase it? You guys still writing? Hey, are you writing? No. Are you writing? You're good. Okay. I just want to make sure everybody's got it. All right. The next one. Well, let me see if the next one's on here. I'm getting ahead of myself. Yeah, it is. I figured it would be. Okay. This one, you have to remember that rule. It's an isosceles triangle, and it's an angle bisector. Do y'all remember what we would know about angle X, what it is? Nope. It's 90 degrees. It's a perpendicular bisector. It was a rule you learned. If you had a isosceles triangle and then this angle right here was split into two equal parts, it formed 90-degree angles. So we know X is 90, okay? So it's one of these. So now we have to find angle Y. So I know this is 46. Oops. I know that's 90. How do I find angle Y? Just subtract. 180 minus 90 minus 46, and what is it? I'm guessing it's 44. You're talking 44? I did, well, if I know these two angles, I need to find this one here. So I did 180 minus those two angles. And it's 46. Let's see. Let's see. The next, bless you. Everybody's sneezing. All right, the next one is an A-frame house. Are we ready? Okay. An A-frame house has the two congruent sides, and they form a 46-degree angle at the peak. So you just have to know how to draw this, or what it's asking for. So here's our A-frame house, and at the peak is 46 degrees. Does everybody understand that? So how do you figure out what the base angles are? What angle does it form with the ground? Yeah, 180 minus your 46. So let's see what's left over to split here and here. What's 180 minus 46? 144, is that what you said? You got 134. That is right, it is 134. 134. Yeah. All right, then what do? Divide it by 2. And what is it? 67. There you go. Lord. Everybody good with that one? Yep. Okay, let's see what's next. This one. Let me move that. Okay. I've got 1, 2, I think it's just 17 and 18 on this page. Okay, number 17. This one, it says find the value of X. So what do I know about these two angles? Those are the same thing. These two angles add to 180, right? But if these are the same, I could rewrite it. I will rewrite it just so y'all can see it. But this would be 5x minus 30. And I know these two angles add to 180. Is everybody good with that? So that's all I'm going to write. I'm just going to put 5x minus 30. And if I add this 5x to it, it would equal 180. Any questions on that? Since these two are the same, I just rewrote it. And those add to 180 because they're a linear pair. Then what do you do to solve? What's 5x plus 5x? 10x minus 30 equals 180. Then what? Add 30. 10x equals what? 210. Then divide by 10. Am I going too fast? I feel like I'm going too fast. And we get 21. Make sure you understand that. I kind of flew through it. And it did. I'm going to go back and make sure that that's what it wants. It did ask for x. X is 21. 10 more problems to go. Yes, I'll give y'all a minute. And make sure you understand if I need to re-explain, say it.
You're recording, right?
Yes, I am recording.
I know.
Got it? Okay. Anybody else still writing? We got it. The next one is number 19. Okay, number 19 says, what additional information allows you to prove that the triangles are congruent by hypotenuse leg? So it's telling us we have to use hypotenuse leg. What do we know? We do know they're 90-degree angles. We do know that the hypotenuse is the same. What is the only thing missing? Hypotenuse leg. We know they're 90-degree angles with the hypotenuse equal. What else is in the name? Hypotenuse leg. Leg. We just need to know that there's a leg that's the same. What does A say? Does that say that there's a leg the same? No. B says that it's 90 degrees. I already know the 90-degree angle that I need. So it's not that. I know the 90-degree angles and the hypotenuse. I need to know that there's a leg that's the same. So let's double check theirs. They say that AC and DC are equal. Would that be a leg that's the same? It would. So it's C. Whoops. What's wrong with the other one? This other one, if I was to use it, it says that AC and BD are the same. Does that even make sense? BD is not even a leg of the triangle. So that one doesn't even make sense. Okay? You know the hypotenuse. You know 90, the hypotenuse, and the leg. Remember, the hypotenuse is what that points to. Those are the same. That's your hypotenuse. Okay. The next one. Did y'all get that one right? Yeah, maybe. Y'all tell me, where does it get confusing? Number 20 is on there. What common angle do CDG and FCE share? What do you automatically think it is? What letter is C? We think it's C, but let's just highlight our triangles and make sure. C to D to G, okay? And then F, C, E. What angle do they share? C. I did want to make sure. It is angle C. I would put angle C. Are we good with that one? Yes. 21. I'm just kidding. That's that one that we struggled with, didn't it? Is that the one that we did the other day that was awful? I don't think it's on there. Ooh, I hope not. Make sure. Nope, not on there. I believe these I have to match. Okay, it's not the same picture, but it's this question. So the picture kind of just changes, and it's just going to say, are the triangles congruent? Justify your answer. So you look at it, and you look for maybe a reflexive property or a vertical angle. Does everybody know that those are the two things that we always look for? Reflexive, a side that's the same, or an angle, vertical angle that's the same. So on this one, I have a side, I have an angle. Do I know anything else? Reflexive property. I know the side. So are the triangles congruent? Yes. How do you justify your answer? Well, first of all, you marked on there, and then you're going to put side angle side. That's your credit, okay? Marking on there, putting yes or no, and then if it's yes, you have to put side, 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 or side angle side, or angle side angle. Okay. The next one is on there, 23. It's just like this one. Are the triangles congruent? Justify your answer. Same question, just a different picture. So, do we know So are 4 and 4 the same? Yeah, I'm just gonna mark that, okay? Are 13 and 13 the same? Yeah, I'm gonna mark that. And is that last side, or is there a side or angle? The last side, is it reflexive? Yeah, it's congruent to itself. So my answer is yes. And what do I put? Side, side, side. Are we good with that one? Okay. Let's see what's next. It might be the next problem. I think the next two are on there. I'm gonna erase. Oh, are y'all ready? Okay. I'll leave this right here like this. I'm gonna draw the picture. It says triangle QRS. I don't know where the letters go, but it doesn't matter. I'm just gonna draw the picture. How about I just start here? QRS. Doesn't matter if they go QRS. Doesn't matter. I'm just turned. Okay? TUV, I'll go in the same order, correct? Does everybody understand that? Write it the same order. TUV. Are we good? Let's see if they are congruent. So QR and TU are the same. Well, where's that? Here and here. Everybody good with that? What does it tell me next? QS and TV. There. Angle R and angle U. Okay. Is ASS one of our answers? No. And you can write that on there. So when it says explain, you drew your picture and you can say no. I'll write it backwards. SSA is not, sometimes they just put it's not a thing. I guess I could put is not a theorem. Y'all don't have to use the word theorem. Or you can just say you can't use,
that's the answer?
you can't use SSA. Yeah, when you explain, that might be easier. You can say no, you can't use, and most people would just write the bad word, but I'm not. SSA. Because most people can remember. You can't use, and they'll write ASS.
It's like on my accident in my.
That's what I got that answer. Everybody did it last year. I think they just did it on purpose. No, you can't use, and then cuss word on paper. But no, you can't use SSA. Is everybody good with that? Expect that one on there. Okay? On one of them. Okay. So you have to draw your triangle and label it to see if it works or not. The next one is number 25. We're getting there, y'all. I think we're definitely going to finish on time. Feels like we're running out of time, but we're not. Okay, it says, explain how you can use one of these to prove that D is congruent to B. So you're marking on your paper. What do you know? You have a side and you have an angle, and what else do you have? Reflexive property. So I would mark that. That's showing your work, y'all. Even though it's just a mark on your paper, it's showing your work. And then you're going to say side, angle, side. Does everybody agree with that? And then what's the next thing? How do you prove that the angles are congruent? Once you know triangles are congruent, CPCTC. That's it. That's your answer. You're going to say, hey, those are congruent by side, angle, side. And then you know the angles are congruent by that. That's it. You just explained it with a whole bunch of letters that would not even make, that was like foreign language. Okay, just a whole bunch of letters. Jumbled up mess. Okay, 4 more to go. Whew, we're getting there. Everybody has that one? Let's see. The next one is 27. Okay. Is this triangle, or are these triangles congruent by hypotenuse leg? If so, name the leg. So what do we have? Do we have the 90-degree angles? Check. Got the 90s. Do we have the hypotenuses are equal? Check. We got those. So what leg allows us to use hypotenuse leg? What leg is the same? Do y'all see a leg that's the same? What is it? What leg? What is that called? What leg is that? What are their letters? DB. So yes, DB. There you go. You don't have to put a line. Does everybody understand that? How do you know? Yes, we know because we have a 90 degree, a hypotenuse that's equal, and we know that leg is equal. We just had to write that leg down. What leg did you use by reflexive property? DB or DB. Okay, it's not that one. Everybody good with that? It looks like it's number 28. I've got 28 and 29 and 31 on there. So we got to finish. These are where it gets tough. All right, 28. We're going to just fill in the blank. So it's not, this one's not going to be multiple choice like the other proofs, but it is fill in the blank. Partial credit to your friend here, y'all. There are 4 blanks. Say you got 3 of them, that's 3 out of 4 points. Okay? So, it tells me SD and HT are perpendicular, so they are right angles. What does perpendicular mean? Right angles, 90 degree angles. So, what is that? That's the definition of perpendicular. Did y'all not remember that one? So how do you know if these are perpendicular and it forms right angles? That's the definition of perpendicular. Definition of perpendicular. That's a little perpendicular symbol. Okay, why are SH and ST congruent? It was given to me. Always look up there and see. Where did that come from? Oh, it's up there. That one's an easy one. Given. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same proof, y'all. Usually they are. Change the letters. That's it. Okay, reasoning's the same. Change the letters. Is everybody okay so far? So we use the definition of perpendicular to say that they're 90 degrees or right angles. That was given to me. What's reflexive property here? SD is congruent to itself. So that one's backwards. You guys remember here? I forgot to write these. SH and ST and SD. So why are these 2 triangles congruent? It is not angle side side. That's not one of our rules. We have 5 things. The 4 on the board, and what was the last one we learned? Since we're getting close to the end of the test, it's probably one of the last ones we learned. Hypotenuse leg, HL. Hypotenuse leg. We have a hypotenuse and a leg. Same exact proof, different letters. Okay? Two to go. I think everybody's got that. All right, next one. It says, name a pair of triangles. Really quick, before I answer the next part, or the last part, because everybody likes to skip to the last answer. Name a pair of triangles. What are my 2 triangles? Triangle what? NMP. Very good. And what's my other triangle?
NP, or ONP.
Yeah, NMP, or I might do OPN. But it really doesn't matter. Order doesn't matter. It doesn't say right that they're congruent. What does it just say? Name them. Just put the 3 letters. That's it. Is everybody good with that? Now, do I need to draw them separate? Does that help y'all? Maybe. I'm going to draw them separate. You don't have to, but it might help you. It's the same problem we've had. Ugh, that's awful. NMP and this one's better a little bit. MPO. There's my 2 triangles. Let's write everything. NP is equal to OM. MN is equal to PO. Do I know anything else? What's the same in both of them? MP is the same as MP, is it not? The bottom side, that little side, that's the same. So are the triangles congruent? By what? Side, side, side. There you go. That's the same. We've had that one, like, this will be our third time to have it on the test tomorrow. The last one. Do I have time? I've got 6 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna finish just in time. Write a 2-column proof. It's number 31. So, y'all, if anything else, you can get partial credit on this one by not even knowing how to really write a proof. You can just write what's given to you. Given, there's partial credit right there. So then I'm going to mark it. BC and EC and AC and DC. Oops, I have to do those. Is there anything else we know? Vertical angles. What are the vertical angles? They're right there. So what? BCA, is that what you said? Yeah, angle BCA. What's it congruent to?
BCB.
Very good. That was the correct order. They looked backwards, but she went one side to two sides. That is correct. So how are the triangles congruent? What is
side angle side?
side angle side? By side angle side, and I'm just going to rewrite those same letters. BCA is as a triangle, and ECD. But that's not. It didn't ask me to prove the triangles. What did it ask me to prove? That extra piece. How do you prove the extra thing? What do you write?
CP.
Yep.
CPC.
CP, CTC. The parts are congruent. BA is going to be congruent to ED because of that. So that one's on there. It's just like it. Memorize it and then do that one first is what I would do. Memorize it for tomorrow, and then turn to the last page and write as much as you can. Also, another thing you can do is flip back and forth to some of the other proofs, and then they help you. Is that like one of the others, y'all? Is that like? Number 11. It's kind of like number 11 on there. So if you need to like go back and forth and look at another proof, do that. How is this? Hopefully there's only like a few of them that you're